Lots of you have asked where we get this or that for our small business. We totally get it. We all want to look into as many options as possible before investing our hard-earned money into anything new, especially when starting with a really tight budget. And by tight, I mean not having endless funds from mom and dad, making it crucial to make smart spending decisions. Throughout our journey on YouTube sharing our small business experiences, we've occasionally mentioned the supplies we use for our online clothing brand. But today, we're diving deeper. We're organizing all the supplies we've invested in into categories, rating them on a scale of 1 to 5, and sharing our honest thoughts about whether they were truly worth the investment. All the items we mentioned in this video will be linked in the description below, so if you want to make smart choices for your small business, be sure to save this video for future reference. A huge shout out to .store domain for sponsoring today's video. The number one question we get asked is, where did you get your embroidery machines? Closely followed by, where did you get those embroidery hoops? It totally makes sense, considering our YouTube channel focuses on the behind-the-scenes experience of making cute and uplifting sweatshirts using our embroidery machines at home. So to answer your questions, we have 3 embroidery machines so far, all from Baby Lock. Specifically, the single needle ones are Baby Lock Alliance, which cost around $5K each. We love using them for sweatshirts with simple line art designs, like be gentle with yourself, it's okay to take a break, and good things take time. For designs that have multiple colors, such as you're doing great, protect your piece, and show up as you are, we use our Baby Lock Venture, a 10-needle embroidery machine that cost us around $18K. The big advantage of the Venture is that it changes the thread by itself, so we don't have to manually switch colors. We bought our embroidery machines brand new from authorized retailers listed on the official Baby Lock website and opted for the 1K extended warranty for each machine. Considering how much we use them and plan to continue using them, we didn't want to worry about extra maintenance costs down the line. For the single needle Baby Lock Alliance, we rate them a perfect 5 out of 5. They're honestly the best for simple designs that don't require frequent color changes. However, the 10-needle Baby Lock Venture scores a 3.5 out of 5 from us. Don't get us wrong, it's a super reliable machine and gets the job done without much fuss. The reason for the lower score is the high price. We've since discovered that we could have gotten a multi-needle machine that works much faster for just a fraction of the price from other brands. So if you're considering a multi-needle machine, make sure to research brands beyond Baby Lock. And regardless of the brand you choose, make sure you have a reliable service provider nearby for maintenance and repairs. As for embroidery hoops, switching to magnetic ones was a game changer. The hoops that came with the machines were so difficult to use. I remember spending half an hour just hooping a sweatshirt correctly when I first started. With magnetic hoops, it's seriously a breeze. Just place the sweatshirt on the hooping station, tap, and that's it. If you're planning to make lots of embroidered sweatshirts, these magnetic hoops are a must-have. They're from Hoopmaster, and you can get free shipping with our code Overthinker using our link in the description. These magnetic hoops are a solid 10 out of 5 for us, the best investment our embroidery shop has made. Another must-have is Peggy's Stitch Eraser. Priced at around $80, it may seem pricey, but it's vital for fixing any embroidery mistakes. It works like magic to remove oopsie stitches and has saved countless sweatshirts. A solid 5 out of 5. For threads, we use Madeira, and for bobbins, Filtech is our go-to. Although there are other more affordable brands that get the job done, they're personal favorites, so we'd give them a 4.5 out of 5. Just as finding the right hoops has transformed our embroidery process, choosing the right domain name can significantly help your online store stand out. This is why I'm so excited to talk to you about the .store domain. A .store domain acts like a bright neon sign for your online store, signaling to customers that your website is the go-to place for online purchases. Big names like Rihanna, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Michelle Obama have all made the switch to .store for their merchandise. And Mr. Beast? He's also said goodbye to the traditional .com in favor of a .store domain. Here's why. Websites with the .store domain see an impressive 87% increase in traffic and gain double the visibility on Google. Plus, if you're running ads, .store domains can reduce your conversion costs by 12%. The perks don't end there. Choosing a .store domain also gives you access to the exclusive Elevate.store program, offering up to $2,500 in discounts on essential e-commerce tools for your online business. This includes creating your website with Wix, managing shipping with ShipStation, designing marketing materials with Vistaprint, or running email campaigns with MailChimp. It's almost as if it pays to start with a .store domain. And now, for a limited time, you can claim your own .store domain for just 99 cents the first year. Just visit the link in the description and use the code OTASTORE at checkout. Running an online clothing brand with over 30 original designs mean we're literally swimming in boxes of inventory. Just look at this, boxes upon boxes stacked everywhere. Initially, to save some cash, we decided to skip buying shelves. Yeah, that wasn't our brightest moment. Imagine trying to find one specific sweatshirt in a sea of boxes. It was frustrating, annoying, and ate up so much of our time. So we finally decided it was time to invest in shelving. But we couldn't settle for any shelves. We needed something special. Shelves wide enough with adjustable heights to snugly fit 2 of our standard boxes side by side. Sturdy enough to hold our heavy boxes full of sweatshirts, and importantly, they had to be budget friendly because, well, we're still mindful of our budget. That's when we found these awesome metal shelving units that checked all our boxes. We also picked up some plastic shelves from Home Depot, which seemed to be a hit in the clothing brand world, but plot twist, our boxes were too big for them, so now we just use them for our ready-to-ship sweatshirts. The metal shelves though, chef's kiss, because they're highly customizable. We can split them for smaller setups or stack them up for bigger displays, like for our mugs. They look great too, 5 out of 5. We've also got these wire shelves for our boxes because they were the only ones that could fit in our closets and were super affordable. But they're a bit on the flimsy side. Whenever we move heavy boxes around them, I hold my breath, hoping they don't topple over. So they're getting a 3.5 out of 5 from us. Just a quick note before we dive into our packaging essentials, we're totally aware that there are greener and sleeker packaging options out there, and yes, the thought of branding shipping boxes has crossed our minds more than once. But here's the deal. All that fancy stuff comes with a price tag. For startups like us who are juggling limited funds and still in the phase of figuring things out, those high-end packaging solutions aren't quite within reach. We're keeping an eye on them for the future though. Once we've got a cleaner picture of what we want and the budget to back it up, we'll definitely make the leap. But for now, let's chat about what's been working for us. We've been using these poly mailers from You Pack and Ship for shipping our orders. They're good quality, come in fun designs, and are affordable compared to other options. We mainly use these 2 sizes because buying them in bulk gives us more savings. For bigger orders, we bring out the packing boxes from Uline. Even though we're not splashing out on packaging right now, we haven't forgotten about making our customers happy. That's why we've chosen to funnel those savings into creating special freebies for our customers, like unique art prints and collectible stickers. It's our way of crafting a lasting memory with the resources we have. And don't worry, we get how important a good unboxing experience is, so we're brainstorming ways to come up with our own branded packaging vibe and saving up for that big move. Excited to share that with you all when we get there. By now, it shouldn't surprise you that we're a small business operating on a budget, but we also deeply care about our customers. Here are a few more things we do to enhance our customers' unboxing experience within our means. 1. Branded materials. From day one, we knew we wanted our brand to make people feel good and to be memorable. That's why we've collaborated with talented artists to create unique and cute designs for all our shipping materials, including hang tags, thank you cards, care cards, and packing stickers. Each piece is crafted to be a work of art in its own right. We hope these details not only surprise and delight our customers upon receiving their orders, but also inspire them to keep those pieces as part of their personal collections. We're so thrilled whenever customers tell us they've repurposed our cards as wall art. It makes us incredibly happy. Additionally, to ensure our sweatshirts are presented neatly and uniformly, we've invested in this $80 fold-in bag from Hoopmaster, the same place where we also got our magnetic hoops. This tool helps us fold our sweatshirts perfectly every time. We also use clear bags from Eco Enclose for an added touch of professionalism and environmental protection. We're gradually transitioning to a more eco-friendly approach, which is why we've started to replace plastic bags with paper ones for packaging small goodies. We're not entirely plastic-free yet, but we're doing our best with the resources we have. So thank you for being patient with us. Who else feels like they have been personally victimized by gloomy winter? Living in the Pacific Northwest, we don't see much sunlight for almost half the year. And if you're a small business like us without your own photography studio, you know how crucial natural sunlight is when it comes to creating content for your products. But rest assured, we're not going to let the winter blues win. We've got our secret weapon. Our current favorite is this little viral selfie light that's super easy to use and carry around. Just perfect for a quick shoot. For more professional vibes, we whip out the light box. It's a game changer for those crisp shots of our smaller items, and for the big scenes, that's when the big boy comes out. It's a beast and not the most apartment friendly, but it's been with us since the early days of shooting videos in our snug, dim apartment, so it holds a special place in our heart. When it comes to taking product photos, we usually stick to our phones. We opt for video mode, even for product photos, because, well, we're overthinkers. Instead of overthinking about whether we've got the best shot, we film everything from different angles and backgrounds. This way, especially when the sun does make an appearance, we don't waste the opportunity overthinking. After capturing what feels like a gazillion clips, we spend a few hours combing through the footage, picking out the best shots, and saving clips and screenshots for some editing magic later on. This way, we've got material for both videos and photos. We hope we've answered your questions regarding our supplies. Please let us know in the comments if you've missed anything or if you'd like us to do a part 2. A huge thanks again to .store Domain for sponsoring this video.